I want to give a huge shout out and a thank you to my sponsor, P2 Collectibles, located at 204 East McGalley Road in Muncie and on eBay as well. So next time you're here in Muncie, let us know. Come give us a visit.
Hey, what is up, y'all? This is Alex from Plus 3 TCG coming at y'all with a deck profile that I have been excited to play for quite some time. Y'all know I love combo decks, and anytime I get to play a new combo deck that's consistent and as fun as this one, I am eager to jump in. So, without further ado, we are just going to hop right in. This is Rokket Link, Dragon Link, whatever you want to call it, y'all. It has rockets, it has dragons, and it links as dragons a lot. So let's get right into the profile. We'll start off with the rockets. We're playing kind of a small lineup, and it's a bunch of one-ofs because they're all summonable and or searchable. So yeah, we're playing one Rokket Tracer, arguably the best one next to Absol. Even though that one isn't a rocket monster, it searches all rockets. So Silver Rocket. Well, actually, before we get into these, let's just read their effects. So in case y'all don't know what these do. So this one Rokket Tracer is a level 4 tuner. Quick effect, you can target one face-up card you control, destroy it, and if you do, special summon one rocket monster from your deck except Tracer. Also, you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck for the rest of this turn except dark monsters, and you can only use it once per turn. So that last part, that little caveat, isn't the best part, but for the most part, it's okay. You sometimes can summon this card and not even use its effect, and you're all right. Or you can summon Silver Rocket on their turn, because when a Link monster effect is activated that targets this face-up card on the field, you can destroy this card, then look at your opponent's extra deck and banish one card from it. Maybe there's some like plays where you can do this turn 1 that I'm not aware of, but so far it's just a level 4 beat stick for the most part, and they all have that caveat except for Rokket Tracer, where they can special summon from deck. Then this one, the effects these ones aren't as relevant, like Magna Rokket Dragons. When a Link monster effect is activated that targets its face-up card on the field, you can destroy this card, then summon a monster on the field to the graveyard. That isn't happening as much. I am just using them usually as Dragon Links. Rokket Recharger, also not really happening much. This one has potential to go off because of a dark monster you control that will special summon from the extra deck. Is destroyed by a battle or card effect, send this card from hand to the grave, then target one of those destroyed. Special summon one dark monster from your grave with a different original name than the targeted monster, and that essentially is just trying to get out the monster that was destroyed. So it plays the role as a level 4 dragon, a dragon in general, and it also revives your stuff. A tech that I'm trying out is Auto Rokket Dragon, because there are times where you open the level 2, and this is very rare where you brick, because you are playing a lot of one-ofs, and a lot of them you don't want to open, and some of those are the normal monsters, the level 2 tuners. But if you can open up a quick launch and one of those level 2s, you can still play through bricking. And then Rokket Synchron, this is just here for the tuner. You're summoning this from deck and or hand with Saryuja. Any way you can really get it on the field is what you're trying to do. Its normal summon effect isn't as relevant, but it's there. And then Absol Dragon. This is probably my favorite one that's not a rocket. It just searches any rocket. When it's sent to the graveyard, you can just add a rocket monster from your deck to your hand. Or if you control a rocket, you can special summon this card. You can only special summon it once like that, but you can use it as link fodder and then get its effect as well. So those are the rockets. Then we are playing Draconet with a small package of level 2 normal tuners. This card, I was back and forth with some of the people I test with, and I am leaning more towards Draconet as probably being the better option, because if you open this and you open this, you can still summon this from hand, whereas if you open like Aolo, then it's unplayable at that point. If you play the Dino Engine, I play the one World Chalice Guardragon, because you can summon this off of Ib, and then Ib allows you to tutor your normals from your grave. And of course, we're playing the baby dragons, where we got the standard, I guess standard for this deck maybe. I don't even, actually, let me take that back. I would just say standard for dragon decks in general, I would say, is this little package. The Collop Serpent, Wyvern Burster, and Red MD. If you're summoning with LP, there's a good chance you're summoning this, or maybe even Brotar. or Tempest as well, because Tempest is a level 7 that you can summon for free, and then 7 plus the level 1 tuner is a level 8 synchro. And then Destrudo makes level 7s. It can also go into the 8s if you target a level 3, and then synchro for another 8. We're only playing 2 level 8s, and one of them is getting summoned off of LP. We are playing Brotar and Levianair, because there's sometimes where you open up Red Eye's Darkness Metal and you can summon this, pitch a card, potentially one that you need engraved, like one of these, and then you can add Levianair and then Red MD over it. It's the same thing with like the Crusadia plays or the Orcust, the Warrior Orcust build. Then we have our lone hand traps. These can be any defensive card, really. If you're worried about mine, maybe replace it with 3 twin. I was doing that in Crusadia. But that's the monster lineup. And then we've got 3 Signet Mining. This is also arguably a little better than, I don't even want to say a little better, it just has different utility than that of Fossil Dig. Fossil Dig you can keep activating, and like add another Miscellaneousaurus or another Oviraptor for next turn or something like that. But with this card, yes, it's only once per turn, but you can also send one of your bricks to grave. So if you open up an additional normal tuner, then you can potentially like pitch it and then use World Chalice Guardragon to then summon it back so you can go into your LP and continue your plays like that. Then we're also playing 3 Quick Launch because, man, this card is great. Even better now because we have the level 4 tuner. It was always good, but we just didn't have the rockets that gave as much value as these ones do. Foolish Burial and Dragon Shrine. Dragon Shrine is amazing. You just send like if you open Signet Mining or something like that, then you can effectively just send the additional normal and continue all of your plays and send Absolute or Absolrouter or any of your Grave Dragons that you need in there. Then we're playing 1 Monster Reborn, unsearchable, but still amazing. Dragon Ravine because it's searchable with Romulus, and then all 3 of these are searchable. You'd rather open the World Legacy Guardragon. There was a couple profiles back where people were telling me to play multiple World Legacy Guardragon. So even though your dragon count is low, they were still recommending playing this, and now I kind of see why, because you need to see dragons, and this is essentially just another copy of a dragon. So even if you open this, it is not terrible, because you can then search World Legacy Succession, or if you need, well, there's not really many situations where you're going to like be getting this off the field and then activating this. But it is possible. You might need to like pitch something with Signet Mining. Oh, well, Signet Mining is a monster, I believe. No, it's just 1 card, so you might need to send this if your hand is busted. And then we'll play 3 Call by the Graves to wrap up the main deck. On to the extra. Of course, we are playing Ib. It shouldn't come as any surprise. We're just going to go right down the line here. It's almost in combo order. Ib, you go into Cypher Lambda. You just need like a generic 2. You could even play like Lamfo if you wanted to, or B-Cop. LP, Pisty, Agripane, you use all of these for the combo. Romulus is also another potential for the combo, and I go into this more times than I do Triple Burst. Triple Burst is like, maybe I'm just using the combo wrong, but I never, ever use Triple Burst, so maybe it's, I just don't use it very often, so like, let me know down in the comment section below if you think I'm maybe using it wrong. But Hieratic Seal is standard as well. You just send the card, summon Brotar, add Levianair, clear their board next turn. Non-targeting 2-card removal is amazing. Triple Burst, Saryuja. This deck has 0 like going second cards besides in the main deck with hand traps. So Phoenix is good to like clear the boards. It's also a potential flex spot too. And then our synchros. Dragster is, you have to summon this at the right time because there's like a good chance you might accidentally cheat and use Tracer to make like Borreload Savage or something, and then you try to go into Dragster, but you can't because it's not a dark monster. And then another potential conflict is with Crystal Wing. I still think playing this is better than playing Hot Red, and I always have. I'm not saying it's like, it's just for personal choice, or not even personal choice. I just think this covers more ground, whereas, yeah, I guess this can be chain blocked and it only stops monsters, and hot red stops anything on the field, but that's the key part. It's got to stop it on the field. And sometimes that just isn't enough, but it's a wind, and for some reason, if you use Tracer first, like very first, then you're not gonna be able to go into this. However, if you open Tracer, or if all you're doing is like activating Tracer right off the bat, there's a really good chance you did not open up too swell. So try not to use Tracer right off the bat so that you can summon a more generic negate than Hot Red. Even though Hot Red generically negates everything on field, this negates hand traps, and I think negating hand traps is important. So that is the deck profile, y'all. Let me know what you think down in the comment section below. Let me know if you think the Dino variant is better. Let me know if you think maybe using the Mathematician is also viable, because you're able to send the Carbonet on. And I know there's a couple other engines you can play, but as of now, I think this might be the one to go with because it has more utility. You get rid of your bricks with Signet Mining. You can open your 2 normals and still play through that brick. But then again, I haven't put a ton of testing into Mathematician, and not almost no testing, and then almost no testing into the Dino one. I put some in, and I seem to like this one a little bit better. But let me know what you think down in the comment section below, y'all. And this is Axon Plus 3 TCG signing out, y'all.